You got a raise, finally. After months of stress, proving yourself at work, maybe even switching jobs, your salary goes up. And for a moment you feel it. Relief, like things are about to change. But fast forward a few months, your account balance looks exactly the same. You're still checking your banking app before buying something small, still thinking twice before the end of the month, still wondering, where the hell did my money go? And the worst part, you can't even explain it. You're earning more, but nothing feels different. Here's the truth no one tells you. You didn't stay broke. You just upgraded your lifestyle without realizing it. And your brain made sure it felt completely normal. All right, let's go. Here's what actually happens when your income goes up. Nothing dramatic, no big decisions, no moment where you say, I'm going to spend more now. It's way more subtle than that. You move to a slightly nicer place. You start ordering food instead of cooking. You stop checking prices at the supermarket. You say yes to more plans. You upgrade your phone earlier than you need to. None of these feel like mistakes. They feel like progress, like you're finally living the life you worked for. But here's the problem. Your brain doesn't see extra money as something to protect. It sees it as permission. Permission to reduce friction, permission to feel better, permission to reward yourself. And every time you spend, you get a tiny hit of dopamine. Nothing crazy, just enough to feel like, yeah, this is nice. Now stack that over weeks. Dozens of small decisions, each one justified, each one invisible, and suddenly your higher salary isn't building your future. It's just upgrading your present. This is called lifestyle inflation. But honestly, that term sounds too clean. In real life, it feels like this. You're doing better, but somehow still stuck. And the reason is simple. Your habits upgraded faster than your awareness. Let me show you what this looks like. This is Daniel. He's 27, lives in Berlin, works in marketing. A year ago, he was making 2,400 euros a month after tax. Not amazing, but manageable. He shared an apartment with 2 people, cooked most of his meals, went out maybe once a week. At the end of the month, he could save around 200 euros. Nothing crazy, but at least something. Then he got a new job. Now he makes 3,200 euros. That's an 800 euro increase. On paper, that should change everything. But here's what actually changed. First, he moved out. Now he lives alone. Rent went from 700 euros to 1,200 euros. Then came convenience. He started ordering food more. Not every day, just when he was tired, which is most days. That's another 200 to 300 euros a month. Then social life. Now he says yes more. Drinks, dinners, weekend trips, because I can afford it now. That's another 200 to 400 euros. Then the small stuff, better groceries, Uber instead of public transport sometimes, subscriptions he forgot about, random Amazon purchases, another 100 to 200 euros. Now let's do the math. Before 2,400 euros, income approximately 2,200 euros, expenses 200 euros saved. After 3,200 euros income, approximately 3,100 euros expenses. Savings? Almost nothing. And here's the crazy part. Daniel doesn't feel like he's overspending. He feels like he's just living normally. This is why it's dangerous, because it doesn't feel like a problem. It feels like life getting better. But financially, nothing changed. So what actually fixes this? Not discipline, because discipline only works when you're motivated. And let's be honest, after a long work day, your brain is tired. That's when bad decisions happen. The real shift is this. You stop relying on decisions and you start building systems, because your brain is predictable. It will always choose easy over hard, now over later, pleasure over logic. So instead of fighting that, you design your life around it. For example, If money sits in your main account, your brain sees it as available, so you spend it. Not because you're irresponsible, because it's there, visible, easy. So the solution isn't be more careful. The solution is make it harder to touch. Automation does that. Friction does that. Rules do that. You remove the moment where your brain can mess things up. And once that happens, saving stops feeling like effort because it's no longer a decision. So here's what actually works in real life. First, automatic separation. The moment your salary hits, a portion leaves immediately, not at the end of the month, not whatever is left, because nothing is ever left. You treat saving like a bill, something that gets paid first. Second, invisible money. If your savings are in the same app you use every day, you will think about them and eventually you'll touch them. So move them. Different bank, different app, something slightly annoying to access. That tiny friction is enough to stop impulsive decisions. Third, the 24-hour pause. Any non-essential purchase, wait one day. That's it. You'd be surprised how many things feel urgent at night and completely irrelevant the next day. This isn't about restriction. It's about interrupting impulse. Fourth, upgrade rules. When your income increases, you don't upgrade everything. You choose one thing. Just one. Maybe a better apartment, or better food, or more travel, but not all at once. Because that's how lifestyle inflation sneaks in. Slow, controlled upgrades, not automatic ones. Here's the uncomfortable truth. More money doesn't fix bad systems. It just makes them more expensive. That's why you can go from 2,000 euros to 4,000 euros a month and still feel exactly the same. Not because you're bad with money, but because your environment didn't change, your habits didn't change, your brain didn't change, so everything scaled up together. If you really want things to feel different, you don't need a bigger salary. You need a system that protects you from yourself. Because at the end of the day, you don't need more discipline. You need a setup that works even when you're tired, distracted, and just trying to get through the week.